What do you secretly love that you would never admit to in public? Hello. Ever have one of those guilty pleasures that you keep hush-hush about? Well, here's your chance to spill the beans. In the comments below, share what secretly tickles your fancy, whether it's a guilty pleasure TV show, a weird food combination, or something even quirkier. We want to know. So hit that subscribe button, leave a comment, and let's embrace our hidden loves together. Mopping. I'm a janitor and generally hate my work. But damn, mopping is so good. When you have a great rhythm going, it is something special. I get the same feeling while I vacuum, but won't let my wife know I enjoy it. I always get perfect housekeeping/house selling level vacuum lines on the carpet. Shit looks perfect for 10 minutes before the dogs run in. Like good lawn mowing lines. I gotta say, secretly loving mopping is like secretly loving plain oatmeal. No one cares until you're ready to take it public. Sanrio stationery stores. All those different multicolor pens, 1,000 kinds of erasers, spiral-bound notebooks galore. My kids sadly have absolutely no appreciation for this wonderland. Office supplies have a weird, special place in my heart ever since I was a kid. They don't even have to be cute necessarily. Japan's legendary stationery stores is unironically a reason I want to go. Muji is basically heaven. Muji is just entry level when you go to Japan. There are just too many stationery that I almost got blind looking. I never realized how much joy a trip to the stationery store could bring until my kids turned into stationery snobs and I had to hide my excitement over a new pack of multicolor pens like contraband. Pretending to be on the Truman Show, and whenever I'm in my house I act all inconspicuous so they don't know that they're watching me. We all love when you act like that too. Ooh. 'Cause you are on the most viewed TV show on the planet, man. Even that super embarrassing thing you did. We all saw it. Great TV. Come on man, you're not supposed to let him know. You signed a contract when signing up for live views. I'm reporting you. Pretending to be on the Truman Show is like secretly loving eating pineapple on pizza, slightly controversial, but oh so satisfying when you're the star of your own little world. The older I get, the shorter that list gets. Not because I love less things, but because I don't care about hiding it. Yes. I'm 53 now. I'm working my first job in public since 2006. Today is Halloween and we're allowed to dress up, so I'm sitting here waiting to go to work dressed as a very bad Wednesday Addams. My BF said I'd look stupid because no one else will probably dress up, and I'm like, who cares? My makeup looks horrible and not like I practiced, but I do not care. I'm having fun with it anyhow, and I don't care if my coworkers dress up or not. I'm being me. Smile. I work in the main office of a bank. I dressed up like Hulk Hogan and have been going around the entire building, spreading Hulkamania. Thank you, brother. As the years go by, I've come to realize that my secret love for napping is no longer a classified mission, it's become more like a public service announcement. Playing video games naked at home while eating cheese. Skyrim? Oh Buddha, you're finally awake. A Venixi sounds like it could be a type of cheese. I used to be an adventurer like you. Then I took an arrow in the breed. I must admit, indulging in a midnight dance party with my pet goldfish while wearing neon leg warmers is a secret joy that no one can appreciate. Christ, these comments have been a roller coaster. Right now the top 2 are about pooping, so at least there's some consistency there. I see what you did there. I do secretly love a nice consistent poop. I've discovered that secretly loving online personality quizzes is like secretly loving a guilty pleasure TV show. Nobody cares until you accidentally blurt out your Hogwarts house in a job interview. I love the feeling when you've eaten good fiber and let out a solid long train log in the toilet. That feeling is heavenly. Even better when it's a clean wipe and not a poo crayon. It's the worst when the actual poop takes 2 seconds but the wiping takes 10 minutes. Or the dump wasn't quite ready to come out and it's all white. Or when it breaks of like halfway and shoots back up and doesn't want to come out again. I gotta say, secretly loving the feeling of untangling knots in my headphones is like finding bliss in solving a miniature, never-ending puzzle. Ironing clothes. A dozen of them. Can't explain how it relaxes me. I told one person and they looked at me like I'm crazy. My mom misses the days when dad would be out on a Friday night, my brother out with friends and me upstairs quietly playing PS1. She would pour herself a Bacardi and Coke and do the ironing while watching her TV shows. I'm sure she doesn't really miss it now that we've moved out and they've retired, but it was her wind down after a busy working week, so I can see how people can find it relaxing. I'm a dad with 2 kids, so we have loads of ironing, and I love doing it too. Stick my TV shows on, a movie or some live sport, and I get the living room to myself, so I can get through a big pile in a couple of hours. What are your kids wearing that regularly need ironing? I gotta say, secretly loving ironing clothes is like secretly loving singing in the shower. It might be a little weird, but boy, does it make me feel like a smooth operator. My, male 41, weekend routine is coming home from work, make hot chocolate, start a fire, dress in an ugly pink nightgown made for old ladies, and watch forensic files. I'm female, but I also have a ridiculous pink nightgown and I just love it. So cozy and comfy, and basically a wraparound blankie. Kiss him. Damn it. Lol. You got me. Both are metal bands. My nightly ritual of devouring a bag of chips while marathoning reality TV shows is my guilty pleasure, though my growing collection of snack crumbs would beg to differ. Picking up worms from the street and sidewalks when it rains and moving them into the dirt so they don't burn in the sun. Every time it rains I do this. Worms, snails, any creature that needs a deus ex machina rescue. Deus ex machina is such a good way of putting it. I love the idea of them being like, oh my gosh, the giant sky person has taken me to the land of vegetation. Secretly rescuing worms from the rain is like my guilty pleasure of binge watching reality TV, bizarre, yet oddly satisfying. Talking to myself and things around me. I live alone with my dog and have constant visitors and whatnot, but I still get a lot of looks whenever I talk to myself out loud, not yelling or anything. I am one of those people who will make little comments about themselves. To themselves, and usually will talk to my dog and things I see around me, too. It's not bad per se. But weird, and something I'd never admit that I love doing. It's so soothing to my dumb lizard brain, lol. I share this one. I'll have entire conversations with my dogs, wild animals and inanimate objects. I'm so used to being home having dance parties with the boys, I'll bust out when people are around but not in the same room. I'll dance to music that is only playing in my head. Next thing I know, they've walked in and are asking why I'm apologizing to the refrigerator while spinning my dog in a circle. I also narrate car rides. Come on, you can do it. Just merge. Good job, buddy. I know that was rough, but you got there. I am straight, but I like hugging guys almost as much as I like hugging girls. It's nothing sexual, it just makes me happy for some reason. Edit, thanks for the comments guys, sending you all a digital hug. It's fucking tragic how much all human touch has been linked to sex. It is nuts. My identical twin sister had this horrific breakup years ago. She was really hurting. She'd stop by my house crying and I'd get her cuddled up in a blanket, spoon her, and we'd watch TV until she stopped crying. We're 56 now and sometimes she'll just reach out and hold my hand. And I tell her she's a weirdo. Most people would just never understand. That's tragic. Prudes and Puritans ruined a lot for us all. I want to die early. Maybe at like 60 or so. Would never say that out loud cause people assume you're suicidal and all that. I struggle with that a lot too, but it's not something I want. I've watched 2 grandparents and some friends' grandparents/parents have a terrible end of life, Alzheimer's, being stuck in hospital beds, losing all autonomy. I watched my grandfather, a man so tough you'd think he was carved from stone, get to the point of being unable to care for himself or get out of bed, and become so depressed when he couldn't drive anymore, couldn't feed himself, then he lost his foot. At the end, he begged to go home, have his first cigarette in 40 years, his first glass of scotch since admitting he was an alcoholic at 40 years old, and just die on his own terms. I don't see any benefit of getting to that point, and I would rather be remembered as me, not as someone slowly becoming a burden to those around them and making my family/friends watch me wither away to dirt. I'm only 32 and I secretly hope I have a heart condition or aneurysm, or something that takes me out like a stray bullet. Everyone around me can remember me happy, strong, and then move on while I become a distant memory. I tell myself often we are halfway there. On a lighter note, I think a bowl of ice cream and a glass of water is a phenomenal combo. Anytime I've told someone that they act like I am a psycho, ha ha ha. You know that feeling when a nice hard piece of lubricated turd comes out, it slides out so smooth that it does a 10/10 dive, and you get up to see but it's not there. Then you wipe and there is nothing there? That's what I secretly love. The Ghost in the Bowl. I love this too. The Ghost in the Shell spin-off that never quite got made for some reason. Tom Clancy's Ghost Protocol. Oh, I like this too. Ghost Protocol looks at camera.